all the zones and very confident. I chatted with him a little bit this morning, and he seems relaxed and fun on Matt's side of things. They swapped an engine last night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it seemed more precautionary than anything, but. You know, either way, I mean, new engine in, that's a lot of things to make sure it's all good, but look good in practice. So this I'm very much looking forward to this battle.
Yep, here we go. Diego Higa, Matt Field. Matt Field will lead the 777. Beast from the Bay. Got some new gear, some new merch. Go check it out. Here we go. Diego Higa, Pride of Brazil, chasing him down. Matt Field, four-leg exhaust, Corvette, feeling the heat wave, lean customs, transition under that second outside zone. Diego Higa into that third outside zone. See, like I'm saying, Diego looks a lot more refined and composure. You can see being aggressive, confident with it, but Matt Field out front. Matt Field Diego Higa a little aggressive, but again, no competition timeouts were utilized. So here we go, Diego Higa out front from Brazil. JDM Supreme, 86, Matt Field, that Borla Corvette, the Beast of the Bay transitioning in that second outside zone. How they handle third? I'm telling you, Diego Higa, this is just, it seems like a different car, a different Higa behind the wheel. And Matt Field brings it on home.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Diego, time. And again, we're really trying to force the judges to not default to one more time. All right, here we go. Matt Field, the four-leg exhaust, heat wave, lean custom, GT radial, Corvette, boom! Right there, backs it in. That carbon Kevlar back bumper. Look at Diego Higa, a little left foot brake, maximum angle there for Matt Field. Really maxed out the Higa. Look at Diego just catapulting forward. Slingshots to the side of the Corvette. Matt, I think he leveled up there. That lead run just to look Bay. We'll be chasing him down. Diego Higa really finding that secret sauce. Coming into that first outside zone. He digs deep. Let's see what Matt Field can do. He can't give Diego an inch. Very similar line, very comparable. Now transition this last outside zone. How's Matt Field going to handle? And Diego Higa. Things get interesting. But you don't see the feet underwater unless you're watching Instagram. He is absolutely both these guys live on the internet and social media. So here we go. Matt Field has four-leg exhaust. Heatwave Lean Customs Corvette on GT radios coming up the hill. Then you got that Drip HQ BMW of Adam LZ. Matt Field filling all that zone. Adam LZ dives in with that BMW E36, now transitioning back down out of that horseshoe. Here comes Matt Field into that final inside clip. Great angle from Matt Field. It looked like he was just flicking that through on the internet, and he wasn't intended to be here. It was actually supposed to be over at Drift Masters, but some shipping mistakes and all that. So here he is. We're blessed to have him here. Super excited. But Matt Field is saying, like, yo, don't spoil my potential championship run here as Matt Field dives in, transitions in. Big mistake by Matt Field. Massive mistake by Field as Adam LZ continues on through the course. Field going into the first out. Oh, Adam makes a mistake. Okay.
Alrighty then.
He's got a cool simmer right now. So, but Matt Field, he's got something to prove. He wants to say that, hey, I don't care what happened earlier. I'm going to throw it down for my town. Talking about the Bay Area, the Beast of the Bay. That first inside clip, takes out that inside clip. That four-leg exhaust, heat wave, lead customs, a little bit of shimmy there into that first outside zone. Going up to the second. Matt, he feels all of that coming now into that second inside clip, coming down the hill. And you can see the elevation change there when they come back down the hill into what is the last clip. There goes Jeff Jones. You can see
one round. It was one battle that lost him an entire,
Yep, and that's why I think Von Gittin Jr. flopped. Anyways,
Moving
there's
on.
a buy run for Matt Field. He's got that Park Shop Max going for gold, but again, great looking car. And guess what? He gets the buy run. He will advance on past Jeff Jones with that deep beating of his tire. And there we go. Matt Field will advance on into first battle of the Grade 8. First battle of the Grade 8. James the Machine Dean, tall drink of water. An all-American battle here of the vehicles. Matt Field, the Beast of the Bay. Now, where's Matt Field going? Matt Field. He goes to left field as James the Machine Dean powers his way in that first outside zone. Now into the second outside zone. James Dean, our current points leader. Matt Field, that four-leg exhaust Corvette, having some issues here, and keep in mind he uses competition timeout. one competition timeout. He used it. Matt Field, James the Machine Dean, our current points leader, 3-time champion. He'd love to get a fourth, and Matt Field would love to get his first. But now let's see if he's running 100%, see if he's got a little lozenge for his throat, and he gets that unsprung voice. There it is. Now it's loud and proud of that Borla exhaust. Goes to that first outside zone. Now coming in second outside zone. You can see James the Machine Dean now coming in, and there we go. And look at, I'm telling you, with Matt Field maybe being down on power, having those issues, James, you can see the good proximity, good angle. Now coming in that final clip. I mean, all signs are saying, unfortunately, for Matt Field, James
the Borla visual lean customs Corvette against multiple prospect champion, lunging, surging, but Matt Field looks like good composure. The red, white, and blue past that inside clip. Brudski comes down, tucks into the pocket, does take out that second inside clip. Here goes Matt Field into the crease. Good composure by Matt Field, but Brudski right there. Wow. Great lead run. And
so we're going to be swapping it back over.
Yep, here we go. So again, here's the second half of this Brudski Matt Field battle. Taking a look at, again, what's going down here on track and off track. Brudski outside zone. Matt Field, good proximity for him. Brudski, dials it in. Matt Field center punches that second inside clip. And Brudski continues on right in that crease. Good proximity. Whoa, buddy. Looks like a little might have been a door. Speedway Visuals, Lean Customs Corvette is leading. The Beast in the Bay, big Grand Canyon gap, but Beecham reeling him in. Look at that, he went deep sea fishing for a beast. We'll see if he ends up with a whopper. Oh, and there it is once again. Woo! Almost T-boned him. T-bone steak, cheese, egg, and Welch's grape. Look at that. Wow. That got sketchy for a moment. Beecham. Ooh, look at that, tip to tail. Field flirting with that BMW, dives in. Beecham turns on the smoke machine, the second half of that bank. Now coming back down, Matt Field, big angle from him, he dives in, and you saw that quick little reservation of where is he at. He checks the temp, and then he gets back up there. And Beecham, massive angle. But I gotta tell you, a great, Torque Motorsports, great eight, James the Machine Dean. And Matt Field, the Beast of the Bay, the machine initiates. Ford Mustang, RTR. And Matt Field coming down. Into the power alley, into the smoke. Whoa! We got liftoff, kids. Not talking Cape Canaveral here. We're talking Mustangs and Vets, all American. But it's an Irishman and a Beast. Yo! Watch this. Our final battle of the Great Eight. Matt Field initiates. Looks like no problem with the cars at all. James Dean gets into formation. Matt Field comes down. A lot of confidence in Matt Field's Corvette. Now past that second inside clip. What's going to happen here? He's in the pocket. He's in the crease. And now Field brings it across, and so does James Dean.
All right.
Radiator battle. All right, so here we go. As we look at Matt Field, the Borla exhaust Corvette being chased by the Evo Auto Works. BMW now into the second outside zone. Let's see how Matt Field manages. Now look at that. So great line. Oh, we got a little. Andy Haley goes off. Andy Haley with that contact, and it ended up bucking back. But Matt Field stays in it to win it. So in these latter, Leon, listen, send it. Dylan Hughes, that Permatex BMW. Ooh, aggressive initiation, backs that thing in. You can hear the beeps like a dump truck into that second outside zone. And look at that, this great composure, good posture there from Matt Field. And you can see Dylan the Dozer Hughes, again, pierces that smoke into that final outside zone. Wow, great battle there, great battle. Front the Dozer through that start chicane. Matt Field, look at him diving in on the inside, straight line approach for Matt Field. Here goes, oh boy, what was that? Matt Field, sparks everywhere, looks like he lost. Something came off, I believe a wheel came off. That's gonna be look at the wheel. It's about, Dylan's about to run into it. Wow, there it is.
Okay. How was it? Wow.
Oh, gutted, what the heck happened? It looked like the lugs just sheared off. Oh, man.
Yeah, we have seen this before. I mean, Jonathan Hurst last year in Utah, similar situation, just throws a bunch of angle, it digs in and shears off some lugs or, wow.
It was, I mean, straight line approach. He initiated, the car just jumped, and yeah, that was.
Looks like
good.
it's okay.
Borla, Heatwave Visuals, Lean Customs, GT Radial, Corvette out front, initiate. Diego Higa, again, just absolutely progressing with every round behind the wheel of this vehicle. Again, that vehicle one time piloted by Ryan Turk. He's making it look good. But Matt Field pulling away from Diego Higa, the beast from the Bay, the 777 now coming into that final outside zone. I know Scarps is cheering him on here in the building and now crossing that finish line. There we are.
Let's go have some beers with my bros.
You know, so that attitude really feeds into it. You can feel that passion. And Diego Higa, the same again, has really contributed to the sport in his home country of Brazil. And look at that, Diego Higa. He drags bumper on that first outside zone, coming to that second outside zone. That wheel gets aggressive. He gets into the side, the backside of Diego Higa. And we talk about the fangs and the evolution. So as kind as much of a party he wants to have, he definitely wants to get this victory. Looking very forceful into outside zone 4. And that is a very aggressive way to make has beat Chris Forsberg. Well, here we go. Chris would love to reverse that role here. Forsberg initiates into the outside zone. He taps the wall, comes a little out of angle. Now coming in outside zone 2. Matt Field, watch, he's going to apply the pressure. He knows who he's going against. He's going to have a blast out at Grid Life. And I think we're going to see them out there next weekend. But look at this transition now into that last outside zone. Forsberg puts it in. Ooh, a little bit of hold. That's, you know. We'll see. Matt, the beast from the Bay. Here he goes out front, that Borla exhaust. Corvette initiates into good, smooth angle there in that first outside zone. A lot more fluid and consistent and smooth in that reposition for Matt Field. Now coming to that third outside zone. Really almost dragging bumper. Well done by Matt Field. Now in that last outside zone, how's he gonna manage? Big angle. Looks like Forsberg trying to get maybe some contact there, but again, two variables over the season. Let's just call it what it is. Here we go. Dylan Hughes run through that start chicane, initiates into that. Oh, big angle, but then Matt Field throws it right to the door of Dylan Hughes. Now into that second outside zone. See the brake lights go on for Dylan Hughes. Looks like Matt Field backing down a little bit, giving him some room, and I think that's the, oh no, looks like Matt Field dives in on the inside, and we'll have to take a look at that. So Dylan Hughes in the BMW chasing him down. That chase car is allowed to leave before the start car, and Field across the nose of the BMW, initiating into that first outside zone. There goes Matt Field now. Good, smooth transition into outside zone 2. Like see Dylan obviously a lot closer. Looks like Field pulling away. Bit of a power gamble here for Matt Field. And big angle from him. Dylan Hughes trying to find that extra power to jump up to the side. Here we go. James Machine Dean, AutoZone, Mustang, RTR Mustang versus Fed. Classic battle going that first outside zone past where we saw the wall ride of Adam LZ, and now James Dean riding a different way, keeps it on the ground, and look at him just slingshot away from Matt Field. Chucks a deuce and now throws some flames in his face. Oh man, right in the line! They got hung up. Did you see that? He just hooked them. At a glance, we haven't spoken to the judges yet, but nothing too out of sorts outside of, yeah, just getting too aggressive in that chase position, Matt Field, but that's unofficial. That's just kind of our at first glance. So here we go, Matt Field. That Borla Corvette goes into that second outside zone. Goes in again. It's a must-win for Matt Field to get on the box. So he needs to force an error here for James Dean, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And there it is. So again, unofficially, it looked like James Dean didn't do anything to kind of cause that disruption to himself. It looked like Matt was just too aggressive, and as we said, it's a must-win.
For myself.
Well, we hope you do. Congratulations. We'll see him in top 16.
Thank you, Lorette. Here we go. Moving on. Matt Field and Stookie. Failure to launch. Matt Field and that Borla exhaust Corvette looking solid. Absolutely rock solid there for the beast from the Bay. I mean, as long as he keeps course right here, he's going to have a major advantage. Stookie, again, that new car. I know you really admire that car, that build, the lightest car, as you said, technically here in the field. But that little four-banger that Turk used to have, now he's gone 6-cylinder. Same engine that Frederick Osbo runs in his Supra. But again, these teams, efficiency is key. Here we go. Stuckey out front. What approach does Matt Field have? Again, with Stuckey in that chase position having difficulty, so I think he's going to dial it back to about a 7.5. C grades, obviously, he's still passing grades. So, oh, that second outside zone. Stuckey flirting with the edge of that track. Now look at Matt Field here in that Borla exhaust. Heat wave visuals, Corvette. 777 comes up. All spades, there we go. So that gets it done there for Matt Field, the beast. So you kind of have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, that's a good point. If there was. But.
All right, let's advance on. Matt Field, Ryan Turk. What's going to happen here? Here we are, 3 battles in. Look at this. Matt Field initiates. What an absolutely iconic battle here. Matt Field in that Borla exhaust Corvette now coming down off the big bank into the power rally. Both of them filling that outside zone 2. Turk backing off a little bit, maybe give himself some room. Good line of sight here on that inside clip, just barely knocking it over that Toyota GR Corolla in that last outside zone. Big angle. Ryan Turk threw a lot.
James Dean beat himself, right? Jeff had an amazing, I'm not taking anything away from Jeff Jones, but he took himself out. And Shanahan took himself out, 2 tires off. Here we go. So Ryan Turk out front, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. Good, solid, rock solid on that big outside zone 1. How's he gonna manage outside zone 2 going to the power rally? Quick little yank of the handbrake into outside zone 3. Big, massive angle. Look at Matt Field. You talk about that surging Matt Field. He really has great proximity. Tries to get into that pocket, very shallow on the outside zone 4, but the crowd erupts here.
In the top Simon Olsen's vehicle, it actually moves with the wind and the activation of the vehicle. So here we go. Matt Field, the Borla Heatwave visual, Lean Customs, Corvette, the beast from the bay. 777 initiates that first outside zone. Dials it in, that first one. Simon Olsen in tow, hops forward, and Matt Field, you can see locking up those Sports Star wheels, and now going that last outside zone. Simon Olsen not exactly matching the angle of Matt Field. Aggressive, the beast of the bay. He does dip that tire, but it doesn't end up grabbing his wheel. So got a little bit of good luck there because, again, those out front. And there goes Matt Field lunging again. The chase car is allowed to leave the start line prior to the lead car. And tip to tail with Matt Field. Look at aggressive. He is making his presence felt. Does not rattle the Norwegian pilot of Simon Olsen in a second outside zone. Simon, look at this. Matt almost tried to force an error. Hey, I'm right here, bro. The beast of the bay, the fangs, the claws, it's all out. Trying to sink him in. Transition that last outside zone. Simon Olsen right there. Good line by Olsen. Matt Field, amazing chase there. I mean, he is practically riding shotgun with Olsen. The crowd erupts here in Utah. Silly season before it started, but we'll see how he does here. He's got to advance on, but Trent Beecham's going to try to put a stop to that. Here we go, that Clonex Nexon tires, BMW, Matt Field, the Heat Wave, visual, Borla exhaust, Lead Customs, Corvette. That second outside zone, there goes Trent Beecham. You see, again, Field kind of surging back and forth. Beecham, he's looking a little more settled in that lead position. Now transition that last out one. Beecham using all of the course. Look at Beecham, he's on a tear. Wow. Matt Field diving in on the inside. Wow. That was a great lead run by Beecham, and you saw Field, you see who's advancing on and who is going against Jonathan Hurst. Here we go, Matt Field, correction there, but look at Trent Beecham drops right into formation, and there's that horsepower. You see him, oh, but Beecham says, all right, I got it too. In that second outside zone, look at the angle from Matt Field. A lot more settled with that clean air out front. Transition now in the last outside zone. Oh, no. Oh, buddy. Matt Field almost overcooks it. He brings it back, and look at Beecham. Wow, and again here, that was sketch.
That was sketchy.
And we are seeing Matt Field, look at this, we got a Corvette battle going down. Matt Field, that Borla exhaust, or excuse me, Borla performance. Heat wave visuals, Lead Customs. Looks like Taylor Holt diving in, kind of a straight line approach. The comp cams from struggling here, drops down, just shimmies his way all over the car. It's looking loosey-goosey, and Matt Field keeps it consistent in that second outside zone. Now he passes that inside clip, and textbook lead run there. Taylor really fighting the car. Yeah, just that chase run, maybe with the clean air, a little more confident, and there it is. So you can see the car gripping up. I think Matt Field, my advice to our spotter, just take it easy. Don't get too aggressive. You don't want to get bound up. You don't want to get into the car after, again, seeing Taylor on the chase position. Looks like he's you know, stitching something together here, but it's just not going to be enough after that chase heatwave visuals. Lean Customs Corvette. Here goes James Dean out the gate. He's riding high right now, though. Literally, as he gets high on the bank, Matt Field again, there's that good proximity. He mimics that angle. Well done. He throws it out there, has to back off a little bit. The Beast in the Bay chasing down the machine. In the second outside zone comes a gun blazing. In that second outside zone, look at James Dean. Set it and forget it. But Matt Field bringing the heat. Great proximity. Aggressive driving. Well done. Stomp your feet, Irwindale. Make some noise. Position. Love to add to the trophy collection. A lot of Irish folk making the trip over here, cheering on James. There goes Matt Field initiating into the bank. And look at that, Matt Field, great angle there. Look at James just really kind of just going back and forth. Watch his car. Watch how close he gets. I think he's going to reel him in. That's the side bite that these Mustangs have. You see it right there. He jumps to the side of the Corvette. Wow, look at that. He's banging doors. Oh, Doctor, make some noise! James Dean, Matt Field. These are the battles we anticipated, and it just coagulates.